You think you're booking a relaxing getaway, but behind the buffets and ocean views lies a design strategy meant to control where you go, what you spend, and how long you stay. Cruise ships aren't just about luxury and relaxation. They're floating ecosystems designed with one primary goal: to keep you on board, engaged, and spending money. Everything from the architecture to the rules is intentional. And one of the clearest ways they do this? Through restrictions. Here are 10 things that are banned or heavily restricted on cruise ships, and the real reasons why. Number 10. Irons and steamers. You might think bringing a small iron or steamer is harmless, especially if you want wrinkle-free clothes for dinner. But cruise lines strictly ban them. Why? Fire risk. Cruise ships are essentially floating cities surrounded by water with limited emergency response options. Even a small electrical malfunction could be catastrophic. But here's the deeper reason. By banning personal appliances, cruise lines funnel you toward their onboard laundry and pressing services, which come at a premium. It's not just about safety, it's also about controlled convenience. Number 8. Surge protectors with extension cords. Surge strips are another commonly confiscated item. At first glance, this seems excessive. After all, cabins often have limited outlets. But cruise lines argue that extension cords can overheat and pose fire hazards. Fair enough. However, many cruise-approved surge strips are sold on board or recommended through official channels. So again, the system subtly pushes you toward approved and often pricier alternatives. Number 7. Outside alcohol. Strict limits. Most cruise lines either ban outside alcohol entirely or allow very limited quantities, like a single bottle of wine. Why? Because alcohol is one of the biggest profit drivers on board. Think about it. Bars, poolside cocktails, wine packages, drink subscriptions. If passengers brought unlimited alcohol from home, the cruise line would lose a massive revenue stream. So instead, they control supply. And once you're at sea with no alternatives, you're far more likely to buy drinks at marked up prices. Number 6. Drones. Drones are becoming more popular for travel photography, but on cruise ships, they're usually prohibited. Officially, it's about passenger safety, privacy concerns, and port regulations. But there's another layer. Cruise lines want to control what gets seen and shared. Unrestricted drone footage could expose restricted areas, operational zones, and crowding issues. By banning drones, they maintain control of the ship's image and environment. Number 5. Candles and incense. No candles, no incense, no open flames. This one's obvious, fire hazard. But again, it ties into a larger system. Cruise ships are designed with carefully controlled atmospheres. Lighting, scent systems, ventilation, even the smell of certain areas, like casinos or spas, is engineered to influence behavior. Allowing passengers to introduce their own scents would disrupt that carefully curated environment. Number 4. Weapons. Even decorative ones. This includes knives, firearms, martial arts equipment, and even some decorative items. Safety is the primary concern, but there's also a psychological factor. Cruise ships operate on the idea of controlled peace. Thousands of people in a confined space require a carefully maintained sense of security. Even symbolic weapons could disrupt that perception. Number 3. Large sporting equipment. Things like surfboards, kayaks, large inflatables, these are typically not allowed. Why? Storage limitations, yes, but also control. Cruise ships offer their own curated activities, surf simulators, climbing walls, organized excursions. By limiting what you can bring, they guide you toward paid onboard experiences and excursions. Number 2. Personal Wi-Fi routers and hotspots. You might think bringing your own internet solution is smart. Cruise lines disagree. Personal routers and hotspots are often restricted or blocked. Why? Because onboard internet is another major revenue stream. Cruise Wi-Fi is notoriously expensive and often slow. But when you're in the middle of the ocean, your options are limited. By restricting alternatives, cruise lines maintain complete control over connectivity. Number 1. Too much freedom. Yes, really. This one isn't a physical item, but it's the most important. Cruise ships are designed in ways that subtly limit your movement and choices. Here's how. Maze-like layouts make it hard to navigate directly. Key attractions placed strategically to guide foot traffic. Limited exit points when docked. Carefully timed schedules that keep you engaged. Even things like no visible clocks in certain areas, bright lights in casinos, endless buffets are all part of a system designed to keep you inside the experience. Because the longer you stay engaged, the more you spend, and the less you think about leaving.